Hello. Hey, I'm gonna ask a stupid question. Was the music not playing? If the music wasn't playing, I'm so upset. Hello. Let me get my chat where it goes. Ian, that is Trihex's lol emote. It is one of my favorite things. Oh, damn it. We started with the Persona music again. Fuck! Well, here's why. It's because I didn't realize the HDMI cable was plugged in, and when it is, I can't play music. Damn it! I was playing the soundtrack from this game. Man, now I just had a silent waiting room for like 10 minutes. Damn it. I think that still looks best. Alright. So, hi there. Welcome. Ian and Elena. Oh. I'm sure you hear the Persona music now. I'll hang out with this for a second. So Ian, to answer your question verbally, no, this is the 999 is the game that I've played twice actually. That is 9 hours, 9 person, 9 doors, the first entry of the Zero Escape trilogy. The second one is Virtue's Last Reward, VLR, which is the other one on this collection. It's 1 and 2, which we'll get to probably in November. That one I have played all the way through, but only once, and back in 2014. So it's been a while. I've probably forgotten a lot. And arguably that one has like the best tension and like mystery so far to me. Zero Time Dilemma, the third one, is the one that I've not finished. So the goal is VLR probably would have been slightly better for this month, but 999 has tremendous atmosphere and just kind of overall story and writing to fit kind of a month of creepy thriller horror like games. This one I would classify as psychological thriller more than like something like Until Dawn, for example. Do I want to do the black and white camera? Let me know if the black and white camera is weird. But regardless of that, hey, run an experiment with me. I'm gonna ask you to write a number, and I want you to just write it, and I want to see how fast it comes up because I turned on the low latency mode just to see how it's going. And let me know if you guys are having like spikes of buffering and things are going badly, because that can be a consequence of doing this. And if it's that bad, I'll just turn it back off and I'll just be patient. So somebody type the number 9 for me if you're near your keyboard. Perfect, right? Thematic. I just want to see if it pops up more quickly than 30 seconds. No, but I was saying though, 999 is great atmosphere and very good. Okay, that is still a sizable delay. It's a little better, I think. It's a little better than it could be, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But yeah, we're gonna play through this one because I wanted you guys to see it, like go through the first one with me. And then we'll do VLR kind of as a refresher for me, and also as like you guys get to see that. And then we'll do Zero Time Dilemma together, blind, completely, because I've done the prologue and I've done like 2 little rooms of story. You typed the 9 right when you said it? Okay, yeah, there was still a pretty decent delay on it then. That's unfortunate. We'll see how it goes then. Maybe it'll get a little better. So far I've dropped 0 frames, which is good. Well, cool. We'll go for it. We'll see what happens. Welcome, everybody, to week 3 of my Jrhalloween special. We're going to kick off tonight with Zero Escape 999. Boy, it always happens. I do not, and he didn't say. All he did was issue an apology, and nobody knows the timetable for sure. I'll let this play real quick. The music. Ooh.
What the hell happened to me?
Jumpy, are you all right?
Hey, what are you two doing?
Come on, are you coming?
What do you mean to do to us?
Try using your brain first.
All of the cards are in hand.
Holy shit, this is nuts.
Let me show you.
How are you feeling? I am Zero the Third.
I'm gonna explain something in a
King
minute.
of this kingdom! I'm plenty friendly. Hold on a minute. That is the truth.
Who am I? How can I forget?
Then how do I kick it
What
off?
makes you so sure?
These are characters from the second game. Welcome to the Nonary Games. This is a collection of both the first and second. Then you pick whichever one you want to play. I am going to front load everybody with the fact that this one up here was a DS original game. This one down here, this one was a PS Vita game. It looks like a PS Vita game. It looks like a DS game, at least a little bit. I actually think they redid the art and the visuals for 999 when they released the Nonary games, and they made it like much prettier. This looks like a PS Vita game. It does. So be ready for it. So too does ZTD when we get to it. But that's okay. They don't look bad. Just it's not going to look like Until Dawn. So just be ready for that. Here's the music. We'll do that. That was good. Skip text, I think I want off. I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. But we'll see. Hey, you want to see something cool? Check out my background. Where's the game? Where's the game? Where the hell's the game? Yay, that's my background. It's thematic. So, this will actually be the first time I've played through this game with any kind of voice acting at all, because the original on the DS had no voice work whatsoever. It was all just text. There are also some other facets of this game that were unique to the 3DS that I'm curious to see how they negotiate doing it on a single screen console now, because they used both screens very effectively, and there was a lot of like menu and item management and like puzzle rooms and blah blah blah. One last word of okay. Oh wait, no. Oh, hang on. I want that to happen. That was the original intro. I'm gonna let that play. Which is fine, because I was about to tell you. One more thing about this game to know is it is about 2/3 visual novel and 1/3 puzzle rooms. So it's, if you guys remember, I went and did the Zero escape room up in LA a couple years back. It was based off of this series, and it was based off of specifically Virtue's Last Reward, the second one. However, you go through the game, and there's a lot of story segments, and it's very like mindfuck mystery kind of game, psychological thriller in that regard. And then there's also escape rooms and like puzzles, and you solve those. Like you actually go around and you find the clues and you solve the puzzles and figure out the answers and escape the room. And that is the puzzle aspect. This one sways about 2/3 visual novel, like I said. The second one is arguably like half and half. It still leans a little visual novel. All right, watch this intro. It's so good. The song is so good. I've never seen this off the DS. That was the original intro from the DS version, and that's awesome. It probably was a little upscaled. But okay, enough screwing around. Let's jump into Zero Escape. And remember, you guys are picking all of my options. So whenever something comes up, I'll call it out for you. Here we go. This game is fiction. All names, characters, incidents portrayed in this thing are two modes of play, novel, and adventure. You can switch in and out of the blah, 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 blah. Okay. That was so fast. There might be a theme of 9 in this game. I'll be our narrator because there is no narration acting. If anybody's into ASMR, sorry, this isn't going to be that. A loud noise startled Junpei awake and his eyes snapped open. Oh, he does act in this screen. Nanda! I'll let them voice their own characters. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. His balance lost and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold gray floor. There's some liberties taken with the translation here, as you can tell. Interesting. I've never heard him acted beyond like about 10 minutes in Zero Time Dilemma. VLR did have full voice acting, by the way, so that one's not so drawing.
目の前がグラグラする。打ちどころが悪かったか。いや、違うな。地震？にしてはやけに小刻みな揺れ方だよな。
Can I like auto advance? Oops. Oh, you can go between novel screen and adventure screen. I toggle that. Oh, okay. Do I have an option? There we go. Hey, alright. Now the voice acting will auto advance.
ここは一体どこなんだ? 止まったのか? なんだこの音? 気味悪い。
They did upgrade the visuals for this game. Wow.
俺は 5? 5ってなんだよ。開かないか。なんだこれ。この装置が扉のロックを制御してるってことか。おい、誰かいないのか。開けてくれ。なんだよこれ。腕時計じゃないよな。5、同じだ。扉の数字と。
なんだよこれ。
これどうやって外すんだ。この横に出っ張ってんの。こいつを押せばいいのか。くそ、反応がない。腕から無理やり引っこ抜くしかないか。
Good luck.
くそ、ダメだ、全然抜けない。たく、何なんだよこの腕輪は。ここは一体どこなんだ。なんで俺はこんなところにいる。
Uh-oh. He's freaking out.
なぜ
He's freaking out.
一体何があったって言うんだ。バカ。
What was that?
この窓、これってまさかここは船の中なのか。
How'd you figure?
暗くて何も見えねえな。せめて外の様子が分かればいいんだが。え、おい、マジかよ。なんだよこれは。
Uh-oh.
なんだよこれは。くそ。
We're flooding.
おい、誰かいないのか。いたら返事をしてくれ。水がもうこんなところにまで。暑いぞ。とにかくどうにかしてこの部屋を出ないと。
So here is the first puzzle room. Oh, so here's the map of the room. Okay, yeah, explain this to me because I need to relearn how to play on the PS4. That didn't have an animation on the DS. Just by the way, the water, it was just frozen. It was a picture. During an escape, you're restricted to an area. Your goal is to search around to uncover how to unlock the door. There are items and hints in the room that will help you escape. Use the cursor to select a location you find suspicious to search the room. Use L1 and R1 to walk around the room. Left stick controls. Move the left stick during an escape to use the cursor. Press square to speed up the movement. Press X to search where the cursor is placed. Okay. And then we also have right on the D-pad brings up our files. Left on the D-pad brought up something that I didn't look at before it went away. I know where most of the things in this room already are. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Pressing triangle will take you there. And we can search it as well. And rotate it. So that part, like, we're searching items and stuff, is a little bit like, the other game, Until Dawn. The item visible on the lower left is the item currently in your hand. When you close the item screen, the last selected item will be in your hand. If you hold an item while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Try switching out items in hand and search different places. Press up to quickly change between items. A picture frame. A very poor, or bad resolution on that picture frame, rather. Bulletin board, nothing on it. Cool. I am I feel like it would be too difficult to do, but I'm kind of tempted to have you guys like try and solve the rooms for me. Like you guys tell me what to do, but I feel like that would actually be hard. And if the chat delay isn't working all that well, or isn't being eliminated all that much, then it's probably not a good idea. It opens easily enough, sure. Wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. What's this? Oh, it's a screwdriver. Hey, what if I combine the screwdriver with this picture frame? Now we have a picture of an old cruise liner. Oh, it has a cipher on the back. Look at that. Yeah, it would take a long time, Ian. Yay, look at that. Combining items. I already did it. If they can't be combined, nothing will happen. Oh, yeah. See if there's anything in here, huh? Looks like a blue key. There's a red one. There's a blue one. What's up here? Damn it, he says. Isn't there anything I can use? Oh, look at that. Another card. Chris, hi. How you doing? Memo from the bed. Nope, can't combine them. I know this game pretty well. Like some of the rooms I'm gonna have to remember how to do. I've done the beginning of this game several times now. Guess that's the lever. Maybe if I pull it. Well, nothing happened. Doing okay, coming down from sickness. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Finished some fork knife. Nice. How was that? Alright, we can't open it. Good, I'm glad. So, oh man. Alright, hang on, let me plug it in. Where's the cable? Okay. Yeah, that's rough, bud. I know that feeling, sadly. Alright, we're all plugged in and we're good now. So occasionally, as we're solving the rooms, large swaths of story will happen. Like right now. Lol. Yes, Chris. So he won't auto advance during the scenes? Oh no, he won't. Except 7. Lol, thank you, Chris. I love it.
どうして俺はこんなところに。確かバイト上がって部屋に帰ってそれからただいまーって返事はなくてもつい言っちゃうんだよな。今日もよく働いたぜと。風？
Pear Tree, welcome back.
変だな。窓なんて開けたっけ？別におかしなとこはないよな。やっぱりただの締め忘れか。
I wonder if he really did. Oh. It's the gas man! He's here too! Guys, it really was the gas man.
これからお前にはゲームをしてもらう。ノラリーゲーム。生死をかけた運命のゲームだ。
That is super bright. Sorry, that lit my face up real good.
そうだよ、あのガスマスクをかぶった男。あいつが俺をこんなところに閉じ込めやがったんだ。あの野郎。いや、まああれじゃ男かどうかもわからなかったけど、あいつは一体。お前は選ばれたのだ。
ガスマスコ。
とか奴は言ってたが、わけがわかんねえよ。目的も何も。なんで俺なんだよ。
これからお前にはゲームをしてもらう。
ノナリーゲーム。
生死をかけた運命のゲームだ。
But we just heard that line.
ノナリーゲーム。ノナリーゲームって何なんだよ、クソ
！I think we've been missing pieces. Yeah. Wait, the fucking really? Okay, hang on. The gas mask voice does make it impossible, but it also makes it impossible no matter what language you're listening to. Okay, so there was all this like novel part that got skipped because I was in the adventure screen, which cuts out all the stage setting, which would make the game faster, but it's very well written and I enjoy the descriptions. So I won't do it for this, but I'll make sure I'm on the novel screen next time, so we can just do it like that. With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror. Lol, that was literally the last line. Okay, but now I know. I learned. And we got a red key out of the deal. No, not the red one. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the flowchart. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know there are 6 endings. So let's pull up our items. Alright, so blue is filled in square, top left corner of a square, empty. So what, that's 0, 2, and then 6, 3. 0, 2, 6, 3. So let's stop that. Let's do... Well, then do it, man. Oh, okay. Mini games, yes, I'm aware. Left stick and X, or probably the D-pad. I've almost forgotten the numbers now. I think it's 0, 2, 6, 3. 0, 2, 6, 3. Sweet. Yosha! And now we get file. Keep in mind, water's rushing into this room. If you find something, blob of files, information contained in them will be available on the file screen. Press right to open the file screen. Let's see what's in the file. Digital root, which they will probably say later as digitaru ruto. Or it has actual Japanese words and names, but typically, like, names that appear so much in games, and this game in particular, are just that. Let's see. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single-digit number, add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number in the tens place to the number in the ones place. Keep adding digits in this manner until you have a single-digit answer. That final single digit is your digital root. Example, the digital root of 678 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8 is 21, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. So the digital root of 678 is 3. Is this something they invented, or is this a real thing? Does anybody know? Is digital root like an actual thing? The digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 1. Hey, I win. First I've heard of it? Okay, it's probably not real. It's probably just made up for this then. But I'm not 1000% sure. Hang on, I'll look it up in a second. I see. So I just keep adding numbers until I get a single digital number. Oh, it looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, a calculator, and a stack of key cards. So now I have a whole bunch of fun little items. New material has been added to the file screen. I got a calculator. I don't think I ever used that calculator. Ever. But let's check the file screen. Nope. Digital. So this is all the tutorial stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to waste time with that. So let's come back over and solve this one now. Oh, well, okay. I thought I could pull up the item screen while I was in the minigame. I cannot. Okay, so this one is 7, 4, and then 8, 5. 7, 4, 8, 5. Can I go the... Ah, fuck, I pressed the wrong button. 7485, is that what I said? Please be right. Cool, good. Yay, I got it. And we get some red cards. Stack of red cards. And stack of blue cards. Cool, we did it. Bitch. Ah, fuck. Five, huh? What does that mean? What do you guys think? What do you think the 5 means? These cards with numbers on them. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide these cards in and see if they work. And... I'm not going to figure it out by random experimentation. Use your brain. Everything's a puzzle. Huh? It's not working. Nazeda! Shiksha! Yeah, chigayo. No, that's not right. Swap cards I haven't used. Do I really have to use them all on the thing before you'll let me figure it out? I've only got one other hint. Of course, the files. The digital root. Oh my god. As if it could be anything else. Digital root. Digital root, huh? What am I supposed to do if there's a 5 on that door? Oh my god. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? Maybe. Not really sure about this. Whatever, it's worth a shot. Just slide the cards that give me the digital root of 5 through the reader. Yep, pick 3 cards, get a digital root. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. So. Let's see what we can do. Nope. So let's do... let's do... so, no. 8, 7, 15, 6... No, it wouldn't be 21. Let's do 7 and... Nope. 7 and 6 to get me 13. There we go. Hey, there we go. That's a new noise. Did it just unlock? The light was red and now it's blue. Let's get out of here. Ah, shit. Shut up, Junpei, I know. Hey, guys. We did it. Our first room. You found it! Yay. Alright. I'm on the novel screen? Yes, I'm on the novel screen. That's what I want. Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Oh, it auto-advances my text, too. Oh, shit. Maybe I don't want that. How condescending. The water tossed and turned him like a washing machine, and he only stopped rolling when he hit his head on the wall. It's almost like he's saying a lot more than that. Junpei struggled to his feet in the still rushing water. Oh, that's way prettier. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the... Just gonna press A on his text. What did I not finish before? Slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact, and at the top of the short staircase... This poor dude is not having a good day. Junpei leapt up the stairs straight for the door. The door burst open and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? Listen to this music. Just enjoy this for a second. His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. A polished floor stretched out before him, ornate staircases rising up from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the other. The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and Art Nouveau embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. It looked like nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. His voice is incredibly loud. I'll fix that in a minute. Junpei couldn't help but wonder. Chris, your comments. The water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that yes, he was. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been gathering speed as it moved down the stairs. Did his lines just overlap each other? I think they did. Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him. But before he did that... where are my fucking settings? I do have my settings, right? Oops, okay. Guess we'll just keep going for a minute. His voice is way louder than everything else, and I turned the voices up too high, so I wanted to turn it down a little bit. As he ran, he glanced quickly at the plates mounted on the wall, denoting the decks of the ship. He took the stairs 2 at a time, not entirely sure where he would find himself. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead, Junpei saw another person out of the corner of his eye.
人が
He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't just one person he'd seen. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. And on the right side, 3 more.
こんなに
All told, there were 7 of them. It looked as though they'd been on their way down the stairs. They'd stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there staring at one another. Junpei didn't move, one foot placed awkwardly on the next step in the middle of a stride. Who were these people? It's kind of hard to read the text overlaid on top of them. I'm losing it. This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The woman spoke to Junpei, and time began to move again.
仲間が一人増えたわね。
踊り子
The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little, but her prodigious jewelry a little more.
違うわよ。それよりあなたも早く。
Oh, you guys... You ain't seen nothing yet. Just, wait until we get a little further into the series. No further ceremony, she ran straight past Junpei and towards the door behind him.
違うとか言われても
Sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned. But the others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman.
銀髪
Ah?
First to pass Junpei was a young man with silver hair. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction as he ran off, muttering.
仲間こいつだね
Ooh, he's the edgy guy. You can tell by his voice.
なんだよ
別に
Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. Edgelord. Chris, I've seen quite a bit already. Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close enough as he passed for Junpei to see wisps of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of... That's a weird sentence. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei as rather like that of an elderly lion. I've never heard that turn of phrase before.
上はダメだ。扉は2枚あるが両方とも開かない。
扉開かないって
The next one to speak to Junpei was a girl with pink hair and a high voice.
だからほら、あなたも一緒に来て、早く。
I know your voice. I know exactly who you are because I've watched the show the other day with her actress in it. If anyone's seen Steins Gate, it's Suzuha's actress, I think. Her small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another man. Why would her hand be wrapped around his waist? His eyes were closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene, and he was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. Someone give her a comb. I like her hair. Something about his posture seemed very refined, and Junpei couldn't help but feel he was noble and dignified somehow. He'd certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like what Junpei had always imagined a prince would be like.
これで9人かどうやらカードは揃ったみたいだね
I know your voice too. Wait. That's fucking he was seen in Xenoblade. He was one of the villains in Xenoblade 2. Well, really more of an anti-hero, but whatever. What does that mean? Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but the girl with pink hair rushed past him.
ちょっとしまった何なんださっきからライオンみたいなじいさんにピンクの頭の女の子
Yeah, Lena, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
言葉を残していった王子様にと
He turned just in time to see 2 more people running toward him. One of them had hair like a bird's nest. Hey, Chris. And looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. And the other was a veritable mountain of a man.
あ え
Eh? The scrawny one scuttled past Junpei as though he were running from something.
何も言わずに行っちまった。
おい、何ポケット突っ立ってんだ。さっきのおっさんの話聞いてなかったのか。上のフロア A デッキの扉は開かない。だからこのフロア B デッキの扉をこれから調べるんだ。分かったな。分かったらさっさと動け。
Jeez, dude, calm down. Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. With no more effort than Junpei would have used to push aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Wait, he thinks that guy has bird's nest hair after seeing Pink Girl? Thrown off balance by the man in recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. He finally regained his balance and looked up at what the other 7 had been running toward.
危ねえな、あの岩男。お
There were 2 pairs of large iron doors set into the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy and each had I read that as handless. Each had handles jutting from them. Written across the surface of each door in red paint was a number. The door on the right.
4? じゃあこっちの扉には5。
同じだ。
The guy Junpei had decided to call Silver was mumbling to himself.
俺が閉じ込められてた部屋に同じように数字の書かれた扉があったんだ。
シルバ?
そうか、君の部屋もか。
With an arched eyebrow, the lion looked over at Silver. These aren't going to be their names for very long.
私がいた部屋も同じだ。ドアに数字が記されていた。それを開いて通路を抜け、この大階段のある広間へとやってきたんだ。
Here, I'm gonna let them keep talking. One sec. Alright. It was as though the floodgates had been opened. They all began to talk at once.
私も。
俺も同じだ。確かに数字の書かれたドアがあった。
It soon became clear that each one of them had awoken in a room with a locked door and solved the puzzle to escape. They'd all ended up in the same room. As though they'd been guided there. Almost as though they'd been guided there.
ねえ、そんなことよりも早く。
分かってるよ。
Before the dancer had time to finish, Silver was already running.
開けよ。
Do you really think that's gonna work? Grabbed hold of the door labeled 5 and pulled. Lena. However.
ダメだ。びくともしないぜ。
Oof. Strong language from Silver, except that's absolutely not what he said in Japanese because there's really no equivalent. But he absolutely would have in English. The mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. His path clear, he took a few steps back and threw himself at the door. Once, twice, 3 times. 4! The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking or opening. The mountain threw himself at the door again.
あの体当たりでもダメなのかよ。何か方法は。
Junpei turned towards door number 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box.
この装置。あの3段ベッドがあった部屋のものと同じだな。
Ooh, there's a little echo on his voice when he's thinking to himself.
ってことはつまり、この扉も施錠されてるってことか。いや、それでも。
He had to check. Junpei grabbed the handle and threw all of his weight into it. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he'd suspected. Junpei punched the door. It did not respond. Really, I'd be more scared if it did. Okay, can the intense music calm the fuck down, please?
他に扉はないのか?
He'd barely finished the thought when the sea deck plate he'd passed on his way up sprang unbidden to his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back toward the stairs. He had scarcely taken a step when... Well, don't worry, it's about to stop. At the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded in the wall, he saw a person. No, really, game? It was a girl. I'm glad you weren't being sarcastic about the music, Alena. The music in this game is actually tremendous. It's so good. Because they had so little to work with on the DS that the music had to evoke a lot of tone and emotion. Anyway, it was a girl. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. It makes more sense later. I feel like in that scene, and only in that scene, it goes on a little too long. Because like while they're talking, I feel like a more mellow thing would have been more appropriate. But other than that, I think the sound design in this game is very, very well done. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew he'd met her before. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggested she'd seen him before as well. Right, Alena? Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly toward her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down than the whole ship shook a second time. The quake caught the girl unprepared and she fell. Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt out to catch her. Or so he thought. My man Junpei is a bit of a klutz. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own. He was flat on his back and she'd landed squarely on top of him. Oh, of course. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch out for a very long time, they stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at walls and ceilings, but eventually that faded as well. The silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last the girl opened her mouth. So, okay. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat. So, real quick, fun little translation lesson for you. What she just called him was Junpei-kun, which is an honorific in Japanese that basically means, if someone your age uses it, it means someone you're close to. We don't have something like that in English, so they just gave him like a cute little nickname that I refuse to call him for the remainder of the game. So we'll keep going from there. Anytime that's ever written that she doesn't act it, I will not say that. But she is saying Junpei-kun in place of do tashimashite. Zabaru Rora. Her words echoed through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned.
お前、もしかして、茜か?
Why hadn't he realized it before? I don't think you'd ever use kun with someone older than you that you weren't really close to. That would be san or senpai. Senpai doesn't necessarily have to be like a school senior or like somebody older than you in school or something like that. Senpai can also be somebody of a higher standing than you that can be like an example to you, I guess. Sama would be like almost like lordship respect. Like you feel like you're far beneath them to an extent. Again, I don't know like everything about this, but I'm being a little general just so we don't spend too much time on it. Why hadn't he realized it before? This girl was, I'm used to saying it last name, first name, like they would in Japanese. This girl was Kurashiki Akane. Kurashiki, because the eyes are kind of silent. She and Junpei had been friends in their childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Her soft eyes were only inches from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he'd thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment... Ooh. I didn't want to go to the... I guess I did. It made me. Also, I know it's very hard to understand it, but the first thing that voice said was, "Welcome aboard." That makes me happy. Right, Elena? Right?
Nando.
Alright, we're going back. Just in case I miss things. Yeah, okay. Why did it swap me then? There's novel for literally every part of this, so I'm just going to leave it in novel mode. The speaker crackled to life. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just voice acting otherwise. They hurriedly untangled. If this is annoying, by the way, if you'd rather not read all the imagery and stage setting, let me know, and I'll just swap it to the adventure mode, and we can just have them talk. And they'll still tell us the story. This is designed, I'm sure, in such a way that we won't miss any important points. Or it'll, like, swap for us when it wants us to see certain things. So let me know if you have a preference. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. They hurriedly untangled themselves from one another and struggled to their feet. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last they found it. A speaker set in the ceiling. Invited is a very gentle word for what you did. The voice was harsh, obscured occasionally by the crackle of static. Junpei recognized it. How could he have forgotten it? Gas mask.
どこにいやがる出てこい
一体私たちをどうするつもりだ
Not his best. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was going to say, why is her face popping up behind the text? It's because in this screen it makes sense. But in this screen it does not. I'm torn on how I want to handle this or what I want to do. The voice continued, implaceable or is that like placate? Nah, that must be implaceable. Wow, I just completely forgot how to read English for a second. Silver reached into his pocket and pulled out a small slip of paper. The rest of them reached into their own pockets and pulled out similar slips. I'm sure they'll read this all to us, so don't worry. Junpei followed suit and dug into the pocket of his pants. He felt the telltale crumple of paper, slightly damp from his earlier ordeal.
どうやらゼロは全員に同じ手紙を配ったようだな。君、読んでみてくれないか。
His request had been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked.
船内には数字の書かれた扉が何枚かある。これをナンバリングドアという。
ナンバリングドア。
今、諸君らの目の前にあるのがまさにそれだ。ナンバリングドアを開くには各自に割り振られたバングルナンバーが鍵となる。バングルナンバーの合計数。
Just in case any of you are following and or care, he's saying Banguru number for numbered bracelet.
その数字痕が扉に書かれた数と一致した場合のみそれは開く。
He did not say digital ruto. I wonder what the term is.
扉を開いた者だけがその先へと進める。ただし人数制限がある。ナンバリングドアを開くことができるのは3人から5人までだ。
That's important. Only groups of 3 to 5.
当然その先へと進めるのも同じ人数となる。 バングルってのはこの腕輪のことか。
He glanced around. It looked like everyone else had one as well, and he'd come to much the same conclusion.
ゲームの目的はあえて言うまでもないだろう。この船から生きて脱出すること。脱出するための出口は船内のどこかに隠されている。探したまえ9と書かれた扉がそれだ。
Everything leads back to 9.
最後に制限時間について言っておこう。諸君もすでに気づいているとは思うんだ。この船は沈みつつある。
Excuse me.
1912年4月14日、過去有名なタイタニック号は氷山に激突してから電子パン400分後、北海水温に没した。諸国にはもう少し時間を要る。
Chris, I believe you would say, 全てが9になる. Ooh. 9 hours. The voice finished and the speaker went silent. The masked guy's voice makes you cringe. Yeah, it's meant to.
鐘の音。
階段の踊り場の方から聞こえてきてるみたい。
時計が時を告げているんだ。
That's absolutely Sheen's voice. Absolutely. Everyone had their eyes on the antique clock embedded in the wall. Bet you it's 9. The sound of the ninth bell faded away.
9回9時ってことか。
それも多分午後の9時だ。あの三段ベッドの部屋、窓の向こうは真っ暗で何も見えなかった。だから今が夜であることは間違いないと思
う。だとするとタイムリミットは明日の午前6時ということになるが。
さて、時間だ。ゲームを始めよう。諸君らの弁当を心から言う。
Thank you, Zero. The speaker went silent and did not speak again.
やいてめえ、何様のつもりだ。出てこいこの野郎。
銀髪のやつずっと怒鳴り続けてるな。他のやつらは。
So far we have Mountain Lion, Dancer Akane. She doesn't look like a dancer. I mean, Akane doesn't. Junpei too was consumed by his thoughts.
わからないことだらけだ。ゼロってのは一体何者なんだ。ノナリーゲーム。 何のためにそんなことを。愉快犯的なものなのか、それとも何か別の目的があるのか。そもそもどうしてそんなわけのわからないゲームに俺が選ばれたんだ。他の奴らもそうだ。この8人が選ばれた理由は何だ。
Fair warning, I know this is a very long intro. We've got a little bit more, and then chat's going to be making some decisions. And then for the rest of the game, there will be a lot more decisions to be made.
そして何よりもどうして茜が。茜とは小学校を卒業して以来一度も会っていない。
Oh my god. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
その茜がどうしてこんなところにいる。
God, she's adorable.
偶然。 なんてことはありえない。必ず意味があるはずだ。彼女がここにいる意味が。
とにかく
The lion's voice seemed oddly loud in the silence.
このままじっとしていても仕方がない。動こ
う。動く？
ナンバリングドアを開くつもりですか？ちょっと待ちなさいよ。あのゼロとかってやつの言ったことに従うつもり？
違う、そうじゃない。
The lion shook his head, mildly annoyed.
別の道を探しに行こうと言ってるんだ。
Oh, you naive fool. Do you really think there's another way?
まだ調べてない場所が残ってるだろ。
調べてない場所？
まだ調べていない場所か。俺以外のみんなは A デッキを調べてきたんだよな。
ああ、焦ってたんで隅々まで完璧にとは言えないかもしれないがな。
だったら先に下のフロアから調べてみよう。どこまで行けるか、まずは降りられるところまで降りてみるのがいいと思う。
The voice of reason.
異議なしだ。
では行ってみるとしよう。
See, this looks much better, but we miss all of the writing. Then, what do you guys think? Does anybody care that much? It's all just stage setting, and like with this version, we can see most of it. I'm sure if they want us to see the inner thoughts, they'll swap it. Here, real quick, let's have a vote. If you want me to keep doing the voiceover narration, type. Where is it? Hello, cursor. What the fuck are you? Where is it? Alright, here we go. If you'd like me to keep doing the narration voiceover, let me see this. And if you want me to stop doing it and let's just let them act the whole thing and we can see what's going on, let's see that. Let me give you a couple seconds to throw some things up in the chat. What do you guys think? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see? It will take significantly less time if I don't voice over the narration, but I'm fine with that. I'm also fine to do it. Yay is I'll keep reading the narration. Nay is me shut up and let them do the acting and let's just stay in the adventure mode screen. So let me give you just a few more seconds to throw some things up. How many people do I have here right now? 4? At least 4 in the chat. So if anybody has a preference. Lena wants me to keep reading. Cool. No, you're good, you're good. Alright. We got 2. I suspect Ian probably is either yes or neutral. So I'm going to guess that I'm probably going to keep reading it. Which is okay. I'll do it. Oh, we got Bear Tree. All right. Majority rule. I'll keep reading it. We'll stay in this screen then. Give me just a second. Nice, Ian. How's that going? How's Zelda treating you? All right. Cool. Let's go. Of course it is.
おいおい、このままどんどん水かさが上がってきて全員仲良く敵視なんてのはごめんだぞ。
Oh, it's all good, bud. You'll be fine.
いや、今のところその心配はなさそうだよ。
The prince knelt down and gently drew his hand across it.
ほら、水が流れていない。ということは、どこかでせき止められているんじゃないかな。
He's very observant.
もしかしたら、あのゼロってやつが遠隔操作か何かで水密扉を閉めたのかもしれない。タイムリミットは9時間。ゼロはそう言っていた。ならば逆に言うと、9時間は持ちこたえるということに。
それまでは沈まないっていうのか。
あくまでも希望的観測だよ。そうであってくれたらと願ってるのさ。 嫌な話だぜ。
しかしここから先に進めないとなると、我々の動ける範囲は A デッキから C デッキまでということになるな。
みたいだな。
結論を出す前に残りの C デッキも調べてみようぜ。もし
Oops. Finger slipped. I accidentally hit the button.
だな。とりあえず目立つのは大階段の正面にある鉄の扉か。
2枚とも数字は書かれてないのね。認証装置らしきものもついてないみたい。ダメね、鍵がかかってる。
こっちもだ。くせえ、どこもかしこも開きやがるね。
Of course they're not.
おい、こっちだ。階段の裏手にも1枚あったぞ。
ここも開かないか。
こうなりゃ、よっさん手伝え。
力ずくというわけか。やってみよう。
てやら
ダメか。
ちょっといきなり暴れないでよ。びっくりするでしょ。
すまん。
しかし二人がかりで体当たりしてびくともしないとは相当に頑丈な作りのようだな。
バカね、考える前に筋肉頼りなんて。ほら、よく見てみなさいよ。
鍵穴？
そう、他の扉と違ってここは開く方法が分かってるんだから。
鍵ね。
何か文句でも？
いや、ただそう簡単に鍵が見つかるのかと思っただけだ。
Almost like we'll have to play the game to go anywhere. Ignoring the tense air between the two. Oh, I can just save whenever I want. Actually, yeah, let's save so I don't have to redo all this. Okay. Ignoring the tense air between the two, Junpei moved closer to examine the doorknob. Just above it was a strange mark in the shape of a circle surrounding a dot.
妙なマークがついてるな。何か意味があるのか？
ねえ、こっち後ろの方も見てよ。
ん？
Pink hair was looking at double doors they hadn't examined yet.
こっちも扉か。
扉っていうかエレベーターだよね。これ横に逆三角形のボタンがついてるし。
She thinks they're elevators, huh?
押してみるか。反応がないな。
See, this music does a good job of like setting tone without being too intense. And this is a good one to be like wandering around looking at stuff with.
電気が来てないんですかね。
もしくはこのドアの横にあるカードリーダーが関係しているとかかな。ここにも妙なマークがあるな。何なんだろうなこれ。小文字の H の縦棒にマイナスを加えたみたいな記号だが。
It also looks ever so slightly like the hiragana for Fuck, which one was that? I'm not sure. This team did not do the Danganronpa games, but they are very similar in nature. They're both visual novels with like... thank you. Thank you, Chris. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. They are very similar in style. This creator's name is Uchikoshi Kotaro, and I love him. He's brilliant. But he was not the mastermind behind the Danganronpa games, I don't believe. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Junpei stared at it for a while. We were all wrong.
じゃあ、さっきの扉にあったのは
あれは太陽のマークだと思います。星のシンボルは A デッキにもあったよね。
そんなもんあったか？
No, we did.
記憶にないわね。
A デッキか。俺はまだ行ったことがないからな。
せっかくだ。もう一度しっかりと調べに行こうじゃないか。
Lion's words urged them on, and they took the stairs up.
ほら、あの階段の両脇に設置された2枚の扉。左側の方にだけ鍵穴がついてるんだけど、そのすぐ上のところに印がついてるの。
あ、本当だ。さっきのやつとどことなく似てる。
Similar but not the same.
これは地球のマークです。横の棒は赤道、縦の棒は四五線を表しています。
Excuse me. Junpei looked up at the ceiling.
あの天井。鉄板か。まるで蓋をするみたいに打ち付けられてるな。
おそらく元はドーム型の天窓でもあったのだろう。
あそこから出られたらいいのにね。
現実を見ろよ。爆薬でも仕掛けない限りぶち破ることは不可能だぜ。
窓も同じか。どれも鉄板で塞がれてる。
There were several windows along the right, on both sides of the ship, or at least there had been. They too were covered with metal plates.
つまり八方塞がりってことか。
Now I wonder how you could proceed. Junpei was not happy. The girl with pink hair spoke up.
正確には3フロアあるから24方塞がりだよ。
Then the mountain spoke.
上下を加えれば26方塞がりだな。
No, you're being contrary on purpose. The prince did not agree.
いや、やはり24方塞がりだよ。2つの道はまだ残ってるんだからね。
数字の書かれた扉。
All eyes turned towards the door with numbers on them. The atmosphere in the room grew tense.
ねえ、ちょっと待ってよ。さっきも似たようなこと言ったけど、私は反対よ。
The dancer moved in front of the doors as if to block them.
あのドアを開くなんて馬鹿げてるわ。
Fuck! I'm remembering how much has to happen before the game really starts in earnest. We still have like 2 more major things that happen before we go through these doors. They're gonna happen very quickly, but they still have to happen.
それこそ犯人のゼロの思うツボじゃない。
What do you propose? Suddenly everyone began to speak at once.
俺は賛成だ。いつまでもここにいるわけにもいかないしな。
そうだな。私も賛成だ。
私は絶対に反対よ。
とりあえず進んでみるべきなんじゃないの？
何が起きるかわからないし、ここにとどまるべきよ。
そんな時間がどこにあるんだよ。8時間30分後にこの船は海の底へと沈むんだぞ。
I don't know why I keep yawning so much. I'm not like particularly tired. Ian. Lol. The clamor of voices made it next to impossible to determine who was saying what. Their arguments grew more and more intense until people were shouting and screaming at one another.
Nah, ちょっといいか?
Sorry, Elena. Calling someone pink hair seems weird to me. It won't be her name for much longer. We're about to have names. They fell silent and all eyes turned to Junpei. He felt each stare burning into him but refused to flinch.
進むかとどまるかを決める前にやっておくべきことがあると思うんだ。
やっておくべきこと？
情報交換だよ。俺たちはまだお互いのことを何も分かってない。知りたいんだ。あんたたちが何者なのか、どこの誰で、なんでこんなところにいるのか。気になるだろ、他のみんなだって。
They were silent. Some of them looked the other way, or bit their lip, or crossed their arms and stared at the ceiling. But one of them spoke up. It was Akane, of course.
私も賛成です。順平君の言う通りだと思います。
順平？
ごめんなさい、この人のことです。
She pointed towards Junpei.
私たち幼馴染なんです。小学校が同じで。
待て待て待て待て！聞いてもいないことを勝手にベラベラと喋るんじゃねえ！ゼロはおそらくどこかで俺たちのことを監視してるはずだ。奴に聞かれたらどうする？
聞かれたらまずいんですか？
まずいに決まってんだろうが。ゼロが俺たちのことを知ってるとは限らない。無作為に適当にターゲットを選んで拉致ってきただけかもしれん。だとすると奴に素性がバレるのは危険だ。家族が脅迫されたり、逆に俺たちの方が脅されることにもなりかねえ。家族の誰かを人質に取ったと言ってな。
でもせめて名前ぐらいは教えてもらわないと。呼び方がわからないと不便じゃないですか。
だったらコードネームで呼び合うことにすればいい。
コードネーム。Here, let's play a game, chat. What would you codename everybody? To him, apparently, it seemed like the obvious solution.
コードネーム？
便宜的に仮の名前で呼び合うんだよ。例えば俺だったらセブンとかな。
They are not all numbers. I promise. He is the only one that is a number. All the rest of them are something different. But his is indeed 7. Chris says the cute one and Scarface. How about Al? Can we call him Al? The cute one. Well, here, she can be Kawaii. And he can be Al. Like Al Pacino. Scarface Al. Lol.
セブン？なんでセブンなんだ？
Seemed a fair question. The mountain stuck out his left arm.
俺のバングルナンバーが7番だからだよ。
That is hilariously simple.
なるほど。確かにそいつは明暗だ。
Now their names will be number themed, but it will not just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. He smirked.
だったら俺はサンタで行こ
う。なるほど。なるほどね。Santa. San being the Japanese number, or the Japanese, the way you say 3 in Japanese. Jesus, I couldn't get that out. Wow.
サンタロウのサンタじゃねえぞ。サンタクロースのサンタだ。
ということは、君のバングルナンバーは
Santa is real.
そう。もちろん3だ。
He wasn't nearly as antagonistic in Japanese. Just like the mountain had done, Silver thrust out his left hand. Sure enough, the face on his bracelet read 3. San. He does have the right color hair, though.
わかった。それでは、私も君たちに習おう。私のバングルナンバーは1だ。 1だから一宮というのはどうかね。
Okay, I didn't catch what he just said. He did not say ace. He did not say ace. I think he said Ichio something. Fuck. I don't know his name. I've never heard the Japanese equivalents of these nicknames before. I've only ever seen them written. So we're kind of... If I can pick them out, I'll let you know what they are just so we can compare them. But that is... We'll refer to him as Ace, I guess, because I can't pick it out.
だったら私はヤシロで頼むわ。
Yashi, she said. Which might just be the Japanese name for, like, lotus flower. I'm going to refer to them by their proper written code names, with potentially one exception, just because I know her as something else.
バングルナンバーはご覧の通り。8番だから。
Hachi. Yashi, I believe, was what she said again.
僕のことはニルスと呼んでもらいたい。
I heard Nigus something, I don't know.
バングルナンバーは言うまでもなく2番だよ。と言っても僕にはその数字は見えないんだけどね。
Alright. Again, it won't matter to most of us what the hell they're actually saying in terms of their nicknames. And 2 of them match, so it'll just be kind of a fun little thing. So he is Snake. Not what he said, but that is what he is.
見えない。
やっぱりあなた目が。
There's a reveal. He'd kept his eyes closed during their entire ordeal, which suggested something strange, but to hear it said so casually, it was something of a surprise. Everyone seemed a little nervous at the prince's proclamation, but no one seemed to know how to react to it.
じゃあ次は私だね。
There was one person, however, who didn't seem to be surprised in the least. The girl with pink hair.
私は四つ葉がいいな。
I will invariably call her Yotsuba over and over and over because, let's say she's referenced again by name later in the series when there was voice acting, and I picked her name up from that. So while Yotsuba is Japanese for 4-leaf clover, imagine what her number is. So it'll say clover. I'm gonna fuck up and call her Yotsuba a lot because that's actually how I know her. So just so we're all on the same page.
四つ葉のクローバーの四つ葉。縁起がいいでしょ。ほら。
Yotsuba no kuroba, she said. Looking almost bored, she held out her left hand. The face of her bracelet, of course, showed the number 4. They'd come around to Junpei. He held out his bracelet.
俺の数字は5だ。
Shit, sorry. Finger slipped again.
今さら必要ないでしょそんなもの。
Why don't we get a cool code name, though? Dancer cut him off mid-sentence.
みんなもう知ってるもの。あなたの名前は順平だって。
あ、そっか。
Oh. That's no fun. They all nodded. Akane stepped forward nervously.
だったら私も本名で呼んでください。だってそうじゃないと。
順平君に悪いからか？
自分だけ本名を伏せるわけにはいかないと。
Oh. Akane fidgeted awkwardly. Junpei decided he had to do something.
お前のバングルナンバーは
6ですけど。
She hesitated for a moment, then held out her left hand. As she'd claimed, the bracelet's face showed a 6. Junpei looked at it for a moment and thought.
だったら紫っていうのはどうだろ
う Okay, he said Murasaki. Murasaki is purple.
紫。
頭に無がつく単語なら何でもいいわけだろ
Obviously not the explanation.
だから紫で。
Okay, I don't know why, but... Oh, she's just too cute. For the sake... I know what she's called, but for the sake of it making sense, she'll just be Jun. And if you hear him say Murasaki, they're referring to her. Akane knitted her hands together and looked at Junpei uncertain. He smiled back at her reassuringly.
お前もそれでいいよな。
She thought about it for a few more minutes, then seemed to come to a decision and gave Junpei a small nod. 'Their names decided, Junpei ran over them quickly in his head.
ここまでで自己紹介したメンバーは確か。
Alright. Say them again for me. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can pick them out.
1番は一宮。
Ichiban. So his code name was Ichiban, which is like the best, number one. So that was his self-proclaimed code name.
2番はニルス。
I still couldn't catch that one.
3番はサンタで。
Santa.
4番は四つ葉。
四つ葉。
5番は俺で。
Junpei.
6番の茜は紫。
Murasaki, which means purple. I'm going to assume purple might have nothing to do with the bracelet number. Unless it has something to do with like I don't know. I was gonna say it probably has something to do with her like sweater being purple. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But they're all supposed to be like themed after the numbers they have. So I was trying to figure out like what could it be that 6 relates to purple.
さらに7番は7。
7. The English pronunciation of okay. Somebody speaking Japanese using the English pronunciation of 7.
8番はヤシロ。
Yes. Maybe purple is the color of her energy. Chris, I love you.
これで俺を含めて8人のバングルナンバーが判明したことになるのか。
But wait a moment.
あとは
そこの鳥の巣頭のメガネをかけた男だけだな。
The guy with glasses and hair like a bird's nest, he says.
そういえばあんた出会った時から一言も喋ってないよな。
Ruh-roh. His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy, and he was soaked with nervous sweat. His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was Rami Malek. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he had only a fingertip's worth of a grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Yotsuba. Clover. Yotsuba. You know who they are. I made a big deal out of it, so now you'll know at least that one. Walked up to him slowly. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously.
あなたは何番なの?
You can figure it out. You're smart. He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person and his breath came in hot pants.
ねえ、聞いてるんだけど。
The man licked his dry lips with a shaking tongue and spoke in a voice like old paper.
そんなこと聞くまでもないだろう。今ここには9人の人間がいる。そして1から8までの数字が出揃った。残った数字が僕だよ。
9番ってこと？
そうだ。
I would get a twitchy, unstable sense from this man, too. He extended a trembling arm. The bracelet did indeed say 9. Yotsuba looked at it contemptuously.
コードネームは？
コードネーム？
呼び方のことよ。みんな自己申告したんだから、あなたも。
そんなもの僕には必要ないね。
どうして？
僕は君たちと一緒に行動するつもりはないからだよ。
He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Yotsuba looked at him with something very much like disgust.
何か考えでもあるっていうの？
あるさ。
どんな考えが？
I love the way she delivered that line.
教えてほしいかい？
うん。
わかった。それじゃあ教えてあげよう。こうするんだよ。
By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. The man's body moved like a snake's. In the blink of an eye, he'd slid around behind her and wrapped his arm around her waist. Silver, Santa, leapt forward toward Clover, Yotsuba, and the ninth man. He was halfway there when... Suddenly the man's hand dove into his pocket. Ooh. He held it to Yotsuba's pale, quivering neck.
それ以上近づいてみろ。こいつの喉笛に風穴が開くことになるぞ。
Stay back or I'll use this butter knife. Sorry, Chris. Couldn't resist.
そうだ。それでいい。
The man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt.
四つ葉、大丈夫かい？
The prince, Snake's voice sounded oddly concerned.
うん。大丈夫。
Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing.
一体何の真似だ？
だから言っただろう。これが僕の考えだ。
そいつをどうするつもりだ？
安心しろ。どうもしやしないさ。素直に言うことを聞いてくれればすぐに解放してやる。
Sounds like a pretty decent deal to me. Let's all stay calm then. Started to move backwards slowly, keeping his grip on Clover.
ゆっくりだ。さあ、僕に合わせて動くんだ。
Keeping their distance, Junpei and the others followed. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke.
ここだ。認証しろ。左だ。左を見ろ。壁に装置がついてるだろう。
Don't blame her for not looking left when you have a knife to her right.
その装置のスキャナーパネル、円盤のところに手のひらを乗せるんだ。
I would just like to draw attention to Skana Panarit.
断ったら？
Why do you have to be contrarian right now? We just want you to live. The man's nostrils flared and he looked like he was about to choke.
君は全く状況が分かっていないようだね。なんなら今すぐ君の喉をかっさばいたっていいんだよ。
I kind of recognize his voice too, but I don't know why.
僕は何も困りはしない。僕が必要としているのは君のバングルだけなんだからね。ほら、さっさとしろ。
He pressed his knife against Clover's neck hard.
わかったから。
Slowly, she stretched her left hand out toward the device.
こう。
Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold electronic noise, and on the display above her hand, an asterisk appeared.
そういうことか。あの装置の円盤部分、確かスキャナーパネルとか言っていたな。おそらくあれに手のひらを乗せることによってバングルナンバーが入力される仕組みになってるんだ。だとするとバングルナンバーの合計数 その数字痕が扉に書かれた数と一致した場合のみそれは開く。
Did he say binomi? Like binominal? I couldn't quite find it. Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. The number on it was 5.
5の扉か。しかしどうしてあの男は装置の仕組みについて知っているんだ。
This is a great question, Junpei.
それもまるで熟知しているように。
よし、それでいい。それじゃあ次は。
His bloodshot eyes crept from person to person until finally they stopped on the line. Ace, Ichiban.
確かお前だったよな。バングルナンバー1番のやつは。
ああ、そうだが。
Did I mishear, or was that actually his nickname?
だったら次はお前だ。
Whitest bloodshot eyes ever. You have an excellent point, Elena.
このガキと同じように認証を。何をしてる。ガサガサするな。こいつがどうなってもいいのか。
わかったよ。落ち着け。
Ace held up his hands, palms out. The ninth man jerked his chin toward the device.
行くぞ。
Slowly and cautiously, Ace moved toward the device. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it.
さあ、認証を。
こうだな。
Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. Scanner panel. The device beeped again and the second asterisk appeared.
これで装置には4つ葉の4と1宮の1が入力されたことになる。
God, ah! They can't catch it. I don't think it's Ichiban. It may not be. Ah! I'll just look it up with you in a second.
4たす1イコール5。扉に書き殴られている数字と同じ。
But
だが、それだけでは扉は開かないはず。ナンバリングドアを開くことができるのは3人から5人までだ。あと1人、ゼロの言っていたことが本当なら誰なんだ。その最後の1人ってのは。
Junpei, really?
下がれ。
I get that it might be like an intense moment, but you have a brain, I promise. His voice shook, but the knife he held to Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back.
もっとだ。もっと下がれ。元の場所まで戻るんだ。
わかった。
Slowly, Ace did what he was told. The ninth man's lips curled into a cruel, twisted smile.
まさか。
That was when Junpei understood his plan.
4つ葉の4と1宮の1。これに鳥の
Fuck.
4たす1たす9イコール14。14の数字コンマ1たす4イコール5。つまり
引き分けのいい連中ばかりで助かったよ。これでどうにか命拾いすることができそうだ。
He pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. Whoa. The door opened with a heavy metallic groan.
よし。お前もう用済みだ。
He let go of Yotsuba.
待て。
Junpei leapt toward the ninth man, but he wasn't fast enough.
ほら、こいつは返してやる。
Shit! Sorry, I keep skipping shit. The man shoved Yotsuba and hopped through the door.
そ それじゃあ皆さんお達者で。僕は一足お先に失礼させてもらうことにするよ。では。
He raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face. Then he was gone. The door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal. Question. I know, Elena, Chris, you guys are going to bed in just a few minutes, I'm sure. Would you like to see in the next 5 minutes, and that's all it will be, how this plays out? Or I can leave this as the big cliffhanger for the night, and we can stop here. What you thinking? Preference? Either way, I'll save anyway, just to be sure. Five more? Alright. Let's see what happens.
四つ葉、大丈夫かい?
Snake ran to Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor.
大丈夫。
She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support. Junpei ran to the door. The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled. They grunted and strained, but, of course. That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet.
ねえ、何か音が聞こえない?
Do we hear something?
音?
断続的な電子音みたいな音が。
Junpei pressed his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same.
確かに聞こえますね。
何の音だろ
う? Then they heard something else. It was the ninth man.
なんでだ、なんで止まらないんだ。話が違うじゃないか。話が違う。こんなはずじゃなかったのに。こんなはずじゃ。こんなはずじゃ。
His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another.
一体何が起こってるって言うんだ。
開けてくれ、開けてくれ、頼む。助けてくれ、ここから出してくれ、出してくれ。
Junpei grabbed hold of the device, slammed his hand on the scanner panel, but nothing happened.
なぜだ、なぜ反応しない。エンゲージド使用中だと。
ダメだ、もうダメだ、時間がない。聞いてくれ、僕は騙されたんだ。あいつに、あいつに、あいつに、あいつに。
No, don't say his name or anything. The explosion rocked the room. Instinctively, they all ducked, then stood up slowly when they realized there was no danger. No one spoke. Silence filled the room. All eyes turned toward it.
今のは認証装置の音か。
表示板のサインがエンゲージドからベイケントに、使用中から空室に変わっています。
開けてみよう。
7. The mountain swallowed hard. Junpei nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. A red asterisk appeared on the LCD panel.
これで装置には俺のバングルナンバーである5だが、一人が認証しただけでは扉は開かない。少なくともあと2人は必要だ。
All right. I'll spoil something real quick and say that we're not about to start another huge moment. So if you guys pick a choice real quick, we can finish up this little segment of story, and then we'll have a very nice stopping point for the night. I'm going to pick the first thing I see in chat. So who's got this one? Because I know we're running out of time for the evening, if I want you guys to all be able to keep watching. Snake and 7 it is.
ニルス、セブン、ちょっと手を貸してくれないか？
I'm hearing Nirusu. The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. The hell did he say? Give me a hand? Okay. Both Santa and Jun lifted their left hands silently. What? That's a fuck up. They wrote the wrong characters here. They totally wrote the wrong characters. Both Snake and 7 lifted their hands silently. One verified, the other followed suit.
5たす2たす7イコール14。14の数字根は1たす4イコール5だ。これで条件は整ったはずだ。あとは脇に取り付けられたレバーを下げればきっと。
レバ
ー。いいか、開くぞ。
Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. And we will lower that lever next stream. That's gonna be our cliffhanger for the night. So we're gonna stop here. We'll see what happened on the other side of door number 5. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow night. Depending on how you can Chris. Oh my god. Depending on how tomorrow goes, I might stream tomorrow night. No promises yet. Got some family events going on, so I might be busy. But if not tomorrow night, for sure on Thursday. And otherwise, I will do my best for tomorrow night, and I will hope that I can stream then. Looks like the timing is going to play out about the same as Until Dawn did, if I want everybody to be able to see this. Just between 2 and 2.5 hours each time. Except I can stream on both Saturday and Sunday this week, so I can do a lot longer on those days if anybody's up for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining yet again for the start of week 3 of my Jrhalloween special. And next time, we will see what's behind door number 5 and find out what happened with the 9th man. Thank you all for watching. This was a ton of fun. I know I said I was going to have more chat interaction, like picking the actual paths, but we didn't get to barely any paths to pick until just then. So I apologize for that. I did kind of forget how long the intro to this game is. This is it though. After we open this door, where the rest of the game is going to start moving. We're going to go through puzzle rooms much more frequently. We're going to have a lot of choices. We're going to have a lot of paths to pick and partners to pick and a lot of things to do. So thank you for bearing with me for tonight. I know tonight was a little slow. Hope you had a decent time. Do come back next time and it'll be a lot more exciting, I promise. And see this one through if you're at all curious about it right now, because it is a really well written and really well presented story. And there are a couple things that I'll see blind with you. Oh, thanks, Elena. Always have a good time having you. Good night, Chris. Thanks for hanging. Let me know sometime how your project turned out. I know you can't give me like probably a whole lot of specifics, but like I know you said today was when it was supposed to be done by, and all the overtime you were working was for that. So I hope it went well. Hope things are good for everybody. And yeah, that'll be it out of me for tonight. Come back either tomorrow or Thursday for sure. I'll aim for tomorrow, but if I can't do that, then Thursday. And yeah, we'll keep going with Zero Escape 999 then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.